Hello, good morning guys. This is Mass Communication student from Rural Aid Kenya Training Institute. We have already departed from the river. We are at our first stop at Nairobi Railways, as you can see, and be rest assured that in the next 3 or 2 hours we will be at Naivasha.
Good afternoon, my name is Vincent Ambuki, and today being 10th October 2025, we are here at Crescent Highland, which is located on Lake Naivasha in the Great Rift Valley. The highland was created in the year 1988 when the level of Lake Naivasha dropped sufficiently, allowing Crescent Highland to become part of the mainland. In the ancient time, the Maasai people used the highland in grazing the animals, but it was until in 1900 when the Ma people were being relocated by the European settlers, which they owned the land and carried out farming. In 1996, the ownership of the highland was transferred to Naivasha Enterprise. The highland is surrounded by the stunning waters of Lake Naivasha, offering a beautiful view of the lake and distant mountains. The island is a bird watcher paradise with over 200 species of birds and wildlife animals, including Maasai giraffe, zebras, water ducks, and so much animals. Tourists explore the highland on foot with experienced guides and get up close to wildlife like giraffes, zebras, and imblers. The island is free from major predators, making it safe for visitors to walk among wildlife. The absence of fences and limited human interference creates a natural, peaceful atmosphere, allowing visitors to connect with nature and observe wildlife in their natural habitat. The island got fame after being featured in a film, Out of Africa, by starring Meryl and Robert Redford in the year 1985, and today we are here on the island to know the impact and perception of the island to the residents, aim and benefit of tourism to the tourists, in addition with the management and conservation of Crescent Island. Vincent Tambuki, stay tuned.
We are in the midst of the Crescent Highland in Lake Naivasha, whereby we have several questions to ask our interviewer here. For the first questions, how has Crescent Highland impacted you socially as well as economically? But I would like to start with socially. How Crescent Highland has impacted you socially?
Okay. Firstly, I'd say Crescent Island has really impacted my life socially. With you see, working in the island, actually you get to meet people, also people from like all walks of life, all around the world. Yeah, you get to share a lot about people. You know more about their culture, their beliefs, and everything. Yeah, so it's as you all know, it's a tourism field like hospitality and everything. So you get to meet various people, you share with them. So it has really impacted the social life. Even so you get to maybe know something about yourself that you didn't even know. Like get to know yourself, like maybe you used to be very talkative, but you didn't know about that, because you get to talk about so much about the island, the people, and sharing amongst yourself. Yeah.
What about economically? How has it affected you, impacted you economically?
So I think economically, since I joined Crescent Highland team, it has really impacted my life economically, whereby I think major thing I'd say is the finances, because if you talk about economically, it's mostly the finances, and no one really enjoy the job without the finances. So it's been really good actually. So the pay is good, everything I think is just good, the people you meet, so it's been really good.
Okay, so I have the last questions. Have you noticed any changes in environment and the wildlife here? any change over years? For example, last year it was like this year, any change? Those kind of things.
Yeah, change has really actually happened a lot in Naivasha, and more so within the lake. And from back where we're sitting, from back here, you can see all these used to be dry land. That's why you can see there's so much dead trees around here. Yeah. So all this, if you visited the island back in 2019, you could have driven in. Usually, you would have never used the boats. It was a choice. You could use the boats or you could just drive in. So all this was dry. It was a peninsula. Then in 2020, that's when the water level started to increase. So it increased all the way and closed the peninsula. Yeah. So now with the wildlife, with the animals that we have on the island, they are more of like the movement is more constricted because as back there they moving, coming in and going, but now it's more of the buffaloes and the giraffes that can manage to cross with the water. Though the water hasn't increased much from this side, it's like around 2.
I'm Victor from Rural Aid Training Institute, doing mass communication and journalism. And you are?
Okay, I'm Aurelia. I moved to Kenya recently.
From which country?
Actually, I'm from Russia, but we moved to Germany first. So my actual home country is Germany.
Yeah, okay. What attracted you to Crescent Island?
Okay, I just did my research because since I moved to Kenya, I wanted to explore the country a little bit, and I'm staying in Nairobi right now, so Naivasha is pretty close to me. And I saw the island, and I mean, I thought it would be a beautiful thing to see, so I just came here. So what was your first impression of these islands?
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, so but for so far my first impression is that it's a very beautiful island.
So what wildlife experience stood you out from here?
Maybe
that's the larger how the lake is, the animals, the what?
I think the animals. I think more animals should live like on their own, like in this island.
Yeah.
Have their own space.
And according to you, like, is the wildlife here well protected and preserved?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Would you recommend other travelers, tourists from outside, to come to this place?
Yes, I would.
Why?
Because I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful experience. It's a calm island, and especially for those people who stay in Nairobi, sometimes it gets noisy there. So if you just want to chill for a few days.
Okay, Amelia, thanks for your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Island is privately managed by a game sanctuary, not the government, using funds from entrance fee to support conservation efforts like anti-poaching, animal feeding, and rubbish collection. Visitors can contribute by paying the entrance fee and supporting the sanctuary ongoing work to protect the local flora and fauna. The management about the private ownership, daily operation, the sanctuary is open for day trips from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Operation efforts is like wildlife protection, habitat restoration, waste management, weekly rubbish collection is conducted to keep the highland clean, and community involvement, education and donation from the public health fund, and support ongoing conservation efforts. When it comes to the challenges in maintaining Lake Naivasha and its wildlife include pollution from agriculture and human waste, siltation, water abstraction from farms and domestic use, and encroachment on the lake's riparian areas. Other issues are the introduction of invasive species, lack of enforcement of regulation, and inadequate monitoring of agricultural chemicals which harm wildlife and reduce water quality. Lake Naivasha balances tourism with conservation through a combination of sustainable tourism practices and community-driven conservation initiatives. Tourism operators promote low-impact activities like natural walks, bird watching, and biking, while also supporting local conservation efforts through responsible operations such as reducing waste and sourcing locally. Community and government groups work on projects like reforestation and wetland restoration, and organizations engage in education and management planning to protect the lake's ecosystem from pressures like agricultural expansion and pollution. While specific personal contents are not available, many memorable experiences are possible while guiding tourists or protecting wildlife at Lake Naivasha. These experiences often include boat safaris to see hippos and numerous bird species like fish, eagles, walking safaris on Crescent Highlands Game Sanctuary to get close to giraffes and zebras, and even also exploring Hell's Gate National Park, where visitors can hike and bike past animals like buffaloes and hartebeest. Viewing the management of Crescent Highland is important for conservation, safety, and the quality of the visitor's experience. Effective management ensures the protection of islands, diverse wildlife, and environment through anti-poaching and conservation efforts, while also managing the flow of tourists to prevent injury and maintain a sustainable tourism model. Importance of management is conservation. The private management is crucial for preserving the island's unique ecosystem, which has been protected for over 40 years through activities like anti-poaching patrols, desnaring, and environmental monitoring.
Yet the Crescent Highland is surrounded by stunning waters of Lake Naivasha. Animals that are found there manage to enter the highland during the periods of low water levels in Lake Naivasha. A land bridge formed between the mainland and the Crescent Highland, allowing animals to walk onto the highland. As a tourist destination, Crescent Highland generates substantial revenue for Naivasha's local economy through entrance fee and guided tours. The island provides employment opportunities for local residents as guides, rangers, boat operators, and hospitality staff, supporting the local workforce and contributing to economic stability. The tourism industry surrounding Crescent Highland stimulates economic growth in Naivasha, encouraging investments and infrastructure, accommodation, and service catering to tourists. Crescent Island prioritizes conservation and sustainability, protecting its unique wildlife and ecosystem. By showcasing Kenya's natural beauty and wildlife, Crescent Island helps promote Naivasha local culture and attractions, attracting more visitors and boosting the local economy. The visitors enjoy boat ride and on Lake Naivasha, spotting hippos and birds. Despite the Crescent Highland playing a vital role in Naivasha economy and environment development, it is not easy for the residents to access the highland, and also those who are working in the highland is not easy for them to get out of the highland, as each and every day they are busy due to large crowds of visitors from different regions of the world. Close encounters with wild animals can be unpredictable and pose a threat to safety. As a private sanctuary, Crescent Highland is a no-go zone for poachers. It has become a challenge in balancing conservation efforts with tourism demands and revenue generation. It is a challenge for employees working on the island, especially when managing large number of visitors while maintaining the highland's delicate ecosystem and ensuring a quality experience for tourists. In conclusion, Crescent Highland is a unique and captivating destination that offers an unforgettable experience for visitors. With its rich biodiversity, stunning scenery, and tranquil atmosphere, the island is a haven for nature lovers, photographers, and those seeking relaxation. Goodbye.
In the heart of Lake Naivasha lies a quiet, secret crescent island, a place where time slows down and nature still breathes freely. Here the air is alive with the calls of fish, eagles, and the wind whispered through tall acacia trees. Giraffes stroll gracefully across the open plain. Zebras graze without fear, a sanctuary untouched by fences. It's not an island, it's a world suspended between water and sky, a place to walk among the wild, to feel the earth under your feet, and to remember which peace really sounds like. Nearby, a troop of river monkeys stares to life, limping from branch to branch with the effortless ease. They chatter and play, welcome the new day with the kind of joy only the wild can understand. Unlike many wildlife sanctuaries, Crescent Island is unique. Here, there are no fences, no walls, no barriers. Animals roam freely. Zebra, impala, gazelle, all moving in harmony, sharing the same paths that have been trodden for generations. Below, ponds of hippops rest in the shallows, their massive forms almost invisible beneath the water's surface. Only the occasional snort reveals their presence. The sunset here between The sunset here burned like fire gold, crimson and violet melting into the horizon. In those fleeting moments, time seems to pause. The air grows still, the sound fades, and everything from the tiniest insect to the tallest giraffe becomes part of one vast breathing sequence of life. Crescent Island, where nature walks beside you.